Morning to all of you. So in the previous video we have done the chemical properties of haloalkane with the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay. So now from this video we are going to start the mechanism of that nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay. What we are writing? Mechanism of nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay student, whenever we are going to start with the mechanism of nucleophilic substitution reaction, usually what we are saying, it is mainly of two type. Number one is SN1, okay, and number two is SN2. So whenever we are talking about SN1 and SN2, then what we are usually saying, okay beta, then SN1 is known as substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. What do you call it? First one is called substitution, S for substitution, okay, N for nucleophilic, 1 for unimolecular. What is it? Unimolecular. Clear? Same way. Here S for substitution, N for nucleophilic, 2 for bimolecular. 2 means bimolecular. Means this is SN1 and SN2 reaction. So we will study it one by one. So first of all, I am going to do with the SN1 mechanism. Which mechanism it is there? SN1 mechanism. Okay student, so whenever we are talking about the SN1 mechanism, so listen it very carefully. What we are going to do, let it be, I am going to start with this one. Please see all of you. This is CH3. Now CH3, I think you are getting my point, what I am writing over there. Now this is a, tell me, guess what type of tertiary alkyl halide it is? Yes, it is a tertiary alkyl halide. Now you know it's why. And this is a nucleophile. OH negative is a nucleophile. Now might be question arises to your mind, sir, why you are using here tertiary alkyl halide in the starting? That I will tell you. But now OH negative, on the C positive, on the B are negative. Then product will be what? But a product will be CH3, then it's OH and Br negative will be acted as an leaving group. I hope you are getting my point. Who understood? This is there. This reaction we have formed. Now we have called it SN1 reaction. You know why SN1 reaction? That I will tell you. Dekho idhar, listen. What we have written there in the reaction, we have written there CH3 thrice, then Br plus OH negative arrow, then we have written CH3 thrice, OH Br negative. This one only we have made. Now in a chemical kinetics we have done how to determine the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction is usually directly proportional to concentration of reactant. Then rate will be equal to K into CH3 thrice into Br. Now you will say, sir, please write down OH negative also. But no, experimentally here rate is depending only and only on the one reactant. We have done in the chemical kinetic this thing. So that is why there is power is 1. The order of the reaction is 1. Order of the reaction is 1. Therefore, this is called unimolecular reaction. This is called unimolecular reaction. Understood? Now, I am going to do its mechanism, how it is forming. So, whenever we are talking about its mechanism, it is a two-step mechanism. How many type? Two-step. Yeah, it is a two-step mechanism. Step number 1. Okay, so whenever we are talking about step number 1, usually what we are saying, CH3, CHBr. Okay, then see, this is the step number 1 that I'm going to do there. See please, all of you, and see, when we are removing this Br negative, after the removing of this Br negative, then what we are getting over there, CH3, C, CH3, then it is positive charge plus Br plus Pr negative. And just remember student, okay, what it is forming there, it is a carbocation. It is known as carbocation. Which carbocation it is? This is a, please write down there, it is a tertiary carbocation, because C positive is attached to 3 alkyl group. It is a tertiary carbocation. Okay, then step number 2. What is it? Step number 2. The step number 2, what to do there, beta? Now see, all of you, in a step number 2, see please, CH3, here is CH3, here is CH3 positive, now OH negative. OH negative is going to attack over this positive charge. Then what you are getting over from there? CH3, 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 then OH. Clear? So this is a tertiary alcohol I am getting from there. Clear? Now student, one thing more, you just remember, all of you, this first step is a slow step and second step is a fast step. First step is containing how many reactant? Only one reactant. Okay, second step is containing 2 reactant, and you know rate of reaction is always determined by slow step. In the slow step there is only one reactant, that is why also we can say it is a unimolecular reaction. And one more answer now might be you are getting over there, that why we have used a tertiary alkyl halide in the starting, because in the mechanism there is a formation of carbocation, and we know very well that tertiary carbocation is more stable than the secondary is more stable than the primary. Is that clear to you, to all of you? Okay beta, so this one is about the SN1 mechanism. What is it about SN1 mechanism? Beta, now we are going to do the reactivity order. What to do there? Reactivity order of alkyl halide. All of you see there. Now I am going to do there reactivity order of alkyl halide in SN1. You see please, now what they are usually telling there, that tertiary alkyl halide, number 1 is here, tertiary alkyl halide is very reactive, then secondary, and then primary. Now why it is so? I think might be it's clear to you why it is so like that. It is so because in a tertiary alkyl halide, there is a formation of tertiary carbocation. And here it will be in the primary there will be a primary carbocation, and tertiary carbocation is maximum stable, then secondary, and then primary. Means in tertiary alkyl halide, after removing the halide group, we are getting what we are getting? We are getting a tertiary carbocation which is maximum stable. Clear? So that is why tertiary alkyl halide is more reactive and primary is a least reactive. So this is the reactivity order of the SN1 reaction. What is it? Yeah, after that beta, we can also study the stereochemistry. What we can study? Stereochemistry of SN1 So whenever we are going to study the stereochemistry of SN1 reaction, then what we are usually saying there, you see all of you please very carefully, what we are having, see please, we are having this one, this is the tertiary carbocation, okay beta. Now we are having a OH negative, but a OH negative can be attacked from this side, or OH negative can attack from this side, means it can attack from the right side also, it can attack from the right hand side also, or it can attack from the left hand side also. Okay, so whensoever we are making the product, so two type of products are possible. You please see very carefully, CH3, 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 and here it is OH, this side same way, CH3, 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 and here it is OH. Clear? So what to do there? You see here in this case, OH is on which side? Left hand side, and here OH is on right hand side. But two words are there, one is dextro and one is levo. Okay, one is dextro and one is levo. Dextro is for the right hand side and levo is for the left hand side. So this is the levo product, L negative we can write, and this is the dextro product, we can write D positive. And when we are getting both the product, means we are getting levo also, we are getting dextro also, we are getting mixture of dextro and levo. Okay, we are getting in the product mixture of dextro and levo. So what usually we are saying over there, that in the stereochemistry we are getting a racemic mixture of SN1 reaction. What we are getting there? Racemic mixture of SN1. Clear? So beta students, this was the mechanism of SN1 mechanism. So in the next video we are going to start with the mechanism of SN2 reaction. Thank you very much to all of you.